I'm Professor Kelly Mua Kingsley, Professor of Finance Engineering, expert in public finance management. This is Impact Voices. I'm Professor Kelly Mua Kingsley, Professor of Finance Engineering. Etymologically, I know that impact means, it comes from the word impactus. It's a Latin word. And if we want to look at the various meanings that have been given to it, it simply entails the effect of an action or an object on another. Now, if we bring it to, we zoom it or narrow it down to humans, it simply entail the effect of your actions or your activities or whatever towards the population or towards your environment. Impact for me, it's about leadership. It's about the act of leadership. It's about the things that we do every day in our lives that help to make our environment better, make our people better, make ourselves better. First, I am a civil servant. That is my first job that I do. I serve the public in multiple portfolios, multiple caskets. I work with the Central Bank of Central African States. I work with the Regional Advisory Commission on Financial Markets. Academically, I am a professor in many universities around the continent and even out of the continent. I am an entrepreneur. I've set up a couple of companies, microfinances and micro projects that are all running. I'm an advisor in many companies internationally and locally. A father. First, in the Ministry of Finance where I work, my job is to mobilize resources to finance budget deficits. And for the past 5 years that I've been around, we've been able to do a lot in terms of building the financial market. A strong financial market means a tool for development, because most of the private sector and the public sector development-oriented projects can be sourced from those markets. So we now have an alternative rather than depending solely on the donors and funders that come with very stringent conditions. The projects that I've set up at community levels, I've been able to set up women about 200 and above in my local community with farming projects. I've equipped them with farming tools, but for the crisis in the Northwest and the Southwest region now, they're supposed to have been excelling very well. I've set up 2 microfinances that are fully functional and operational. And we know microfinances are actually there to see how they can bring a lot of micro resources for our young people who are coming up with diverse projects. The microfinances are not like the ordinary microfinances. It's to see how we can bring in fintech in the management of microfinances. In terms of capacity building, I give talks around the world. I think I can say I've trained roughly more than 10,000 people in Africa, in Europe, and in different parts of the world. Academically, I'm a professor of finance engineering, so I teach financial forensics in Copperstone University in Zambia. And I also do a lot of write-ups and research. Giving back to the society, I've published over 14 books in both French and English languages, over 50 peer-reviewed articles, because I think the best way to impact is to write. Now, in terms of motivational talking, capacity building, I preach more by my lifestyle, and I think it has touched a couple of people and lots of people that I can't even give the numbers here. My advice would be that we all are leaders. We just need to be true to ourselves. That thing you do and that idea you believe can really create an impact, first of all, on your life, naturally would have a multiplier effect on the people around you. So work hard as if success depends solely on hard work, and then also pray or do whatever you do as if it depends solely on God or whatever you believe in. But it is all about being authentic, because leadership is you portraying to the other person that you understand their problems and that you can carry their problems. So we all just need to be true to ourselves, believing that we are leaders in one way or the other, and eventually we'll get there.